Sunday. It's been a day. Let me light this sage and this Palo Santo, and we will converse and get into the reading. Just give me a second. But happy Sunday. Happy Gemini season. Happy birthday, Gemini placements. Well, Gemini suns. Happy birthday, Gemini sun. If you're a May, Gemini sun. If you're a June, Gemini sun, I'll tell you happy birthday again. God bless you. All right, let's reset. Oop. All right, there we go. Shit, forgot. Hold on. Okay, so the thumbnail of this reading says 2026 Incoming Revelations. I've been trying to do this reading for a month, right? However, there's always been another reading Spirit would have me do instead. So I've been rocking with it, and I've been pushing the original title of this reading off. However, we're not going to do a 2026 Incoming Revelation reading at all. I don't know if it'll be done in the future, but right now the timing is not. Spirit doesn't want me to do it, so it's not going to be done. This is going to be a quick reading. This is going to be a whatever comes out. Still wanted to show up and give you a reading. All 12 signs going in the order of Pisces through Aries. We have to make this quick because where I am, it's about to storm and my air went out this rising. So I have to deal with that after dealing with this. I have to call emergency maintenance. So I'm going to try to get this done in 2 hours. Godspeed. God help me. Amen. Yeah, it's been a rising for me. All right. Without further ado. Okay. Pisces. So when this reading is over, the thumbnail will be removed and the title will change as well. But we're going to get the theme of whatever Spirit wants to say and see what supports that. And then you'll see me next week for June 2026. All right, Pisces. Spirit, what do you want to highlight for Pisces at this time? Yeah, fork in the road on the bottom. Higher power is sideways reverse type-ish. And then you have poised upright. All right. Definitely is giving a balancing spirituality and practicality type of vibe. But being stuck at a crossroad. It's like I don't know if you're seeking a certain path of elevation, you're desiring a certain path of elevation. That's what I'm getting with this poise card. The elevation is being highlighted by elevation is being highlighted by the higher power card that is here. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. But fork in the road tells me you're very conflicted on which path to take next. All right, Pisces. Hierophant in reverse. It's definitely time to change course. King of Swords upright, the Devil in reverse, the Moon upright. It's also giving me the energy of your dreams have been showing you something very specific. Yeah, King of Cups on the bottom, which would represent you. And I don't know if for some of you, it's giving not being able to remember your dreams, or it's like you're not able to put the pieces together in a way that it makes sense for you. But I do feel like this is all connected to you wanting to take a different route in life, but again, being conflicted on which path to take. Um, it's like you're very analytical at this time. I don't know, you're heavy in your head, and not really, I don't see action being taken. I just see like this sitting and thinking constantly about where to go next, what do I do next, and it's like whatever is next, there's this surety of you want to feel free. You want to feel like you have an advantage. You want to feel like you are truly moving up in life, progressing in life. Again, going back to that energy of elevation versus different experience, but same type of energy, same type of feelings, same type of experience, you know? Yeah, Five of Cups sideways. You're very exhausted with a certain cycle of life. And you do realize that you have options. I do feel like you're very aware of the options that you have. With the Devil being in reverse, whether masculine or feminine, you have started to detach from whatever it is that is unfulfilling to you. Unfulfilling towards you is what I was going to say originally. So basically, if it's just not filling your spirit, you've already started to empty the cup. Five of Cups sideways, Hierophant in reverse. But the Moon, there's a lot it's giving, there's a lot emerging from the shadows for you. Yeah, strength is Leo, the Sun. There's definitely a lot emerging from the shadows. A lot of revelations could be coming to light as well. You could feel like it feels like a battle of wills. For some of you, because poise is like confidence, feeling myself, not put, it's like putting yourself on that pedestal that you know that you are worthy to be on. But higher power, it's like, you know, speaking one way, affirming one way, but the reality of the situation is not what you're speaking and not what you're affirming. But heavy when you're not stuck. Eight of Swords on the bottom. Yeah, you're not stuck. But Four of Wands in reverse. It's like in order for something to be, it's like in order for a door to be fully open to you with the higher power being sideways, for this card to be upright, which would represent a door being fully open to you, for you, towards you. I don't know why the word towards is so significant throughout this message for you. You could really just feel like a lot is coming at you at one time, a lot that you have to figure out, a lot of decisions you have to make at this time, because you do have the Eight of Swords and the King of Swords, the mind, the mental. But we did mention you being heavy in your head, which higher power, it's like, be mindful of the thoughts that you are leaning in towards more. Interesting, the word towards, because it's like you could be leaning towards the shadows, this I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, I'm unable to make a decision, or feeling like you are, um whatever you feel is, I don't know how to say this correctly in a sentence at the moment, but the word inability, whatever you think is an inability for you, Spirit really wants you to remove that from your vocabulary, your psyche, your everything. But you do have to fully close the door. You have to make a decision and finalize that decision, with the Four of Wands being in reverse. So you have to be okay with uprooting a situation that you are very stuck in, comfortable in. I'm getting vibing in. I don't know, but it's like you could be going with the flow, but the flow is not serving you. And you are becoming highly aware with this higher power that it's not serving you. You no longer want to go with this particular flow of whatever it is I'm speaking of that's specific towards you. And it's like you have the strength within you to detach, to walk away. Again, you're not stuck. It's like this moon is giving, definitely follow your North Star, follow where the heart is guiding you, taking you. um, and I hear the mind will align once you do so, but you have to solidify something first in order to be clear on the next path ahead. It's like you keep going back and forth, fork in the road, and until you are crystal clear, like a real diamond versus cubic zirconia, then on to the next. So feels like if you are surrounded by a lot of others, this is a time for you to detach, go in your opposite hermit mode, Virgo energy, and really clarify some shit, especially in Gemini season. Okay, Mercury, split the deck to hermit. That's the message. Go the distance. Okay. And whatever path is next, I do feel like it's solo. Very, and when I say solo, you know, if you got a whole family and things, like some, it's very individual to you. It's very sacred to you. So solo in the manner that it serves you in your lifestyle at this time, Aquarius. Hold on, Pisces. I started your time step at 12 minutes, and that is not right. We're at 12 minutes now, 12:12 when I looked up. So you're definitely ending a cycle and starting a new one. You're in your 12th house energy, which would explain and represent the moon energy as well. Okay. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius 1225. Christmas in July. That comes up every year, but I never know what it represents for people individually. Mhm. Spirit, what do you want to highlight for Aquarius? You have time to time to go in reverse. Exchanging gifts upright. Interesting. That's 999. Serendipity in reverse. I'm gonna take that. So time to go is 45, breaks down to 9. Exchanging gifts is 27, breaks down to 9. Serendipity is 18, breaks down to 9. Anything else? Deep knowing upright on the bottom. You know something needs to end, but you're not ending it. It's like you're choosing to stay in a cycle that is fake. Something is very fake. Because with this exchanging gifts, forgot what it's called specifically, but it's a figurine representing. Now the music changed, but it's a figurine. It is representing a human, but it's something is fake here, right? But you're not walking away. In serendipity in reverse, you're very, it's like you keep giving to a situation. Yeah, exchanging gifts. You keep giving to a situation that is not serving you. It's not fulfilling you, but it feels like something you may feel attached to, indebted to. With the cat being here, it's giving, I don't know, I'm getting loyalty from that. But with deep knowing on the bottom, you know that the best thing to do is to walk away. But I see dominoes. I don't know if that represents Domino's pizza, but now I see just dominoes falling. It's like knowing what needs to be done, knowing what will give you serendipity, and what you need to walk away from. You know, deep knowing here, but you're not. You're not making any type of move. It's like you're, and when we know that we need to do something and we're not doing it, that means energetically we're trying to find a compromise. And Spirit is saying whatever you're trying to find a compromise with, it's not meant to be compromised with at this time. Yeah, it's like you're fighting 7-7. It's like you are supposed to be in this energy, like you're being tasked with embodying who you say you are, who you're meant to be. But also it's like you're being tasked to teach by actions, but at the same time you are counteracting that by enabling. You're definitely enabling something. And it's like because you keep enabling something, giving to something, exchanging with something, you're blocking a lot of shit for yourself and for whomever is involved. Aquarius. Three of Wands. I feel like Spirit has shown you something very clear as day. Clear as day. Hear that in my grandmother's voice? So something was shown to you clear as day in Taurus season. She's a Taurus. You have the Three of Wands upright, the Hermit in reverse, Eight of Pentacles. Your major is in reverse. Each of these individuals are, in a sense, walking the path alone. But the Eight of Pentacles is giving like being distracted by, I hear, activities. This could be work. This could be extracurricular. But heavy energy on distraction. And the Hermit in reverse is giving like, it's like one-on-one time with the divine, but doing everything else but doing that, you know? It's kind of like this energy of like every time you set your course towards, you know, giving back to you, pouring into you, you know, just filling your own cup. I feel like that it's disrupted. Something is consistently disrupted. So you could feel like you are in an energetic battle at this time. You could really feel like, you know, for some of you, you are energetically, spiritually fighting for your life, fighting for a peace of mind, fighting for serendipity. But it's like you know exactly what it is that's disturbing that, but you're not. It's like you keep trying to work with something that's broken versus going into the direction to fix it. And for a lot of you, there are a lot of situations that you are trying to take control of with this Eight of Pentacles upright. And Hermit in reverse is saying, you truly give it to God. And for all fixed signs, you, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, to release control and give it to God, it's a lesson of life for all of us. That's because I'm a fixed sign and I have all of those signs in my chart. So it feels like you're holding on. Feels like you're holding on to whatever you have left, right? It's making me emotional. But you're being asked to release whatever you're holding on to that you're viewing as left because what's left is truly, I'm getting leftovers. And the leftovers that you are holding on to and exchanging energy with, it's not serving you. It feels like a lot of you are on a new path, but you're still serving your old life somehow, some way. Whether these are the people, the energies, friends, family, career type, I don't know. There's something that you are still serving from the past that spirit is viewing as leftovers in your life and just in your energy field that you're being asked to discard. Yeah, specifically discard, get rid of. Stop working on it, just let it go. And I hear just let it be, just let it be, and just watch what happens. You should watch your Aquarius reading. Watch this. Yeah, the title is watch this. Yeah, that'll connect to whatever it is we're talking about right now. Just, it should be in the playlist. I haven't updated the playlist in a long time, but that reading was a minute ago, so it should be there. Um, but you need no distractions, and you are being heavily distracted. So when you reset, because it feels like something you keep doing over and over, and there's this disruption, after disruption after disruption, kind of like the revelation reading, like, we, honey, it's been put off for a month, and at this point spirit is like, we're not doing that, we're at all, okay, very clear, okay, which is why this is whatever the fuck is coming out, versus specifically focused on revelation. So there's a need to just, if spirit is saying no, honor the no and let go. And it's like, once you, I hear, discard the leftovers, maybe you need to clean your cabinets, clean your fridge, really get in your inventory and clean house. um but yeah, once you discard the leftovers, then you'll get to that serendipity. I hear you'll get back to that. So you may have experienced it, but it feels like fleeting energy. Fleetwood Mac, I don't know. um and Hermit Upright, you're able to have that one-on-one with the divine to get the enlightenment for you to persevere, because underneath is new life, but it's in reverse because you need to discard the leftovers. Okay. Whew. Okay, anything else? That's the message. But the world in reverse, let it go and end it. It's like there needs to be a finale of something. The graduation part 3, the finale. That might be a reading you want to watch too. Okay, I love you. Capricorn. All right. Observer. Night. No. 49. 13. 13 is what? Scorpio. 4 is Hierophant. No. What is 4? Emperor. Shit. Observer, upright, take a nap, sideways. What are you afraid of missing out on? Or what do you feel like you're being left out of? Who is this? Capricorn? Clean it up. Go the distance. Can you hear the rooster? Interesting. So you have the Knight of Wands upright, and then you have similar cards to Aquarius, but opposite energy. I'm going to take it though. The Knight of Wands upright, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit upright. What's that song by Jay-Z and Linkin Park? But Lincoln Park says, what the hell are you waiting for? Page of Cups, family matters. It doesn't have to be bloodline. Could be. Six of Pentacles upright. Okay. For a lot of you, this is speaking about, okay, I'm gonna read this two different scenarios. First, I want to address career, work, and things, okay? Because you got some pentacles here, so let's address it. For a lot of you, if you are in a certain career field, you may be waiting on something waiting on something very specific. Lord God, specific. That was hard to say. Waiting on something very specific, and I feel like it's kind of like the energy of how do I say it? Instead of you taking action and going towards energy that will pay you your worth, give you the I'm getting the freedom that you want to, this could be, working from home but being able to travel, um not being oh my god, words, not having to stay in one location or one specific state. It's just, there's, you want more freedom. It's giving more freedom, more pay, more leisure, more not feeling like you are being micromanaged type of energy, but having more autonomy, having more sovereignty. You're waiting on that, on someone to present that energy to you. It's not giving like pick me, but it is giving you want to be chosen. But it's like, you've put in the work. The work is here. The work has been put in for you to be chosen, and you're waiting on that door to open. But I feel like you're being asked to, whatever door that you are looking to open, it's available elsewhere. Now, definitely don't, with this day and time, and just based on how I have moved in the past with my own life choices, seek and you shall find when it comes to just maintaining stability, um, before closing another door. Like, definitely make sure you are taken care of. And don't put yourself in a suffering position if you don't have to. That's all that I'm advising. Because I've definitely put myself in suffering positions that I did not have to, just out of ego. But anywho, and wanting what I wanted when I wanted it versus trusting the process and allowing the higher self to guide me versus my lower self. Okay. Now, when it comes to, that's one scenario of it. Another scenario, because you have the Page of Cups, seahorses represent the family, the bloodline, or people that feel like family, treat you like family. This could be past, it could be present. It feels like it's a little bit of both, Capricorn. But with observer, it observer is looking, watching, keeping tabs type of energy. Time for a nap sideways is letting me know you're definitely not minding your own business and you are trying to find the business of someone else. But with clean it up, it's clean it up is 21, which connects to the world, the end of a cycle. But it's sideways. So this is being conflicted. It's like, definitely watching from the outside, but I hear unsure if you're invited in to clean up the situation. I hear the mess, specifically mess halls, but to clean up the situation, something is with time for a nap, living in your mind, definitely rent free about some type of connection. Again, it feels like the past and the present are blending in together, and underneath that is the Knight of Cups. So whether this is present or past, um, something was fulfilling to someone. But underneath go the distance is happy, happy in reverse, and then peace is in reverse. So, and then change in the wind. So yeah, something has definitely changed. Okay. Now, Eight of Pentacles in reverse to support this energy that we're speaking of lets me know that work is no longer being put in. The Hermit upright lets me know that someone, um, yes, someone out of the two people, someone has been on a specific path of enlightenment. And with the Knight of Wands, it's giving, because it's giving two different people. Someone has moved forward swiftly and someone has moved forward slowly, but it's also giving like the energy of someone's trying to play catch up, which is why they're watching. But it feels like there's more to this story. And the more I think about it, it feels like the energy of comparison. Justice upright, Five of Wands, maybe sideways. And then the Empress on the bottom with the Ten of Cups. So something was definitely fulfilling. But I keep saying was. The Sun. Leo, enlightenment. But what's the advice? It's time to move on. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. And then the High Priestess. Whether the situation is, career and finances, or if it's in regards to a connection, someone is definitely, I hear employing. I really don't know if they're saying employing or imploring. I don't know which one, but one of those two words. But their spirit team, they're asking their spirit team to step in and assist. But with the Five of Wands, and you also have the Four of Pentacles, they're both sideways, but in opposite directions. You keep getting a lot of, all of these are, yeah, four of these specifically that are sideways. So transition energy. But two people have transition in, I don't know, there's transition in different directions. So no matter which path or which storyline aligns with you, you're being asked to take a different direction. Do the opposite to create balance. I just don't think that it's like someone is truly holding on to hope. And going back to getting your spirit team involved, like you can do that, but someone else, like whoever's on the opposite end, they have a spirit team too. And it's like, your spirit team may be, let's go, okay, and someone else's could be on, it's like offense versus defense. Um, and someone could be, I don't know, I hear you think it's a game. Something is not a fucking game. Someone may have felt played with, toyed with, and their spirit team could be, and you're holding on to that energy and standing ground, because you also have the Chariot in reverse with the Ten of Cups upright. It's like, if something were to come together the way that you wanted to come together, it would be more fulfilling. Like if it's a job and that door opens wherever you currently are, like you're gonna get what you want, but still it's not going to be that wholesome feeling that you are seeking. And then if this is dealing with a connection, if this comes back together, it's not like someone is going to be more fulfilled than the other. Like it's like someone's going to be like, yes, let's progress forward, and then someone else is going to be like, bitch, are you going to do the past and the present and then the future? Like someone's going to be stuck in their head. So again, different opposite directions. I don't know, that shit's fucking complicated, Capricorn. Hold on. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles fell on the floor upright. It's like this is the time to focus. This is the time to grind. This is the time to build. You got shit to do. I hear Carisha, don't hate on nobody, don't wait on nobody, period. All right, anything else? Because that was chaotic. I don't even understand. Like, I feel like Did we come to a conclusion? Yeah, we came to a conclusion. But nines are heavy. 9, 9. Something like something has the cycle has been completed, and we're in a 10 year. We're in a 1 year. A nine. The nine was 2025. So it's kind of, honestly, it's giving not realizing what you have until it's gone, like seeing the value of something later on and not being able to get that back. But it's kind of like that energy of, if you ever come across another spirit like that, because it definitely feels like someone's energy is definitely unique. But if you ever come across another spirit like that, or if this is like a job with you, like they will definitely not disregard, not take advantage, but see the value, hold the value, and carry that energy forward. Okay? Okay. Sagittarius. Hold on. Capricorn, I don't know who sings it, but she says, you had me. It could be Trina. I could be wrong. Yeah, 5 of Cups, but the lyrics are, you had me, you lost me, and now you want me back. You fucked around and played around, and now you're feeling sad. Okay, moving on. It's kind of an interesting way to end Sagittarius. Whew, all right. You missed someone. That's what it feels like. Like the way those cards were, it's like you're you're handling responding. That's what it is. You're responding to something like it's whatever, but it's like those aren't your true feelings. Someone keeps popping up, like in your mind. This could be symbolism, but there's something. There's a specific energy signature that is popping up. That's all I got at this time. Truth be told, okay. Never ending story in reverse. Interesting. Truth be told is 14. Your energy, and then not for you. That's that you're responding as it's whatever. But truth be told, that's not how you feel. But message in a bottle, this is no communication. Sagittarius. It's like you're definitely you're in this energy of focusing on you. Like since you started with the number 14, with how I'm speaking, like these thoughts, my tongue isn't moving fast enough. But that, I feel like it's connected to whatever the situation is. It's kind of like action was taken too quick. It's kind of like action first, think later type shit. Because never ending story, she's thinking, but in reverse, it's like something wasn't realized until after the fact. I hear that song. It's too late. It's too late to apologize. It feels similar to Capricorn, but different. Yeah, the energy is different. Ace of Swords. A lot of truth here. 6 of Wands. So I do feel like there's a conversation coming. Yeah, there's a conversation coming. This could be in Gemini season, specifically in June with 6-6 being here. Um, But that's another thing too. When people don't, I hear you're fire, so act quickly, respond quickly, move how you want them to move, respond. There's this energy of response. Response is very loud. But yeah, if the response isn't how you want it to be, it's like if you reach out to someone after so much time and then they don't text you back that same day, like you're gonna be like, fuck it, it's not meant to be. But it's like, I feel like I'm seeing a situation happening in the future, but it's like someone reaches out to someone, and then whoever receives the message, it's an off guard type of energy. And with that energy being off guard, it's like they need some time to think. Like whoever is on the receiving end, they don't act and then think. Like they process and then act. Okay. It gives me the energy of maturity. Um shit. But yeah, it's like whoever is on the receiving end, they get in their head about it. Before responding, but I do feel like there's a response that comes. It's like wondering if you're yeah, Ace of Wands, wondering if you will ever connect or exchange energy with someone again. And with the opposite of Capricorn, it feels, yes, like it feels like there is hope here. I don't know. Capricorn had hope, but some, again, it's different. Queen of Cups in reverse. Nine of Swords upright. The Sun upright. The Chariot upright. Cancer, Leo. Getting a lot of sixes. Interesting. Why? So, Queen of Cups in reverse, Nine of Swords upright, Seven of Wands upright. This is giving me, it's kind of like receiving someone gives tough love. Someone's love is very, yeah, it comes across as very tough, as very, someone doesn't coddle, but it's like whoever, I feel like you wanted to, I don't know if coddled would be the best word to use, but that's the word that I can use at this time. Okay, Sag. So it's kind of like you wanted someone to respond. Again, the word respond is very loud. In a way that stroked your ego. I'll say it that way. And that was not done. Instead, with the Queen of Cups being in reverse, it kind of like rubbed you the wrong way. For some of you, it cut deep, okay, with this Nine of Swords. It had you questioning yourself. It's kind of like someone told the truth or just opened a mirror for you, a reflection, gave you some insight. That it cut deep. You went on the defense mode and said fuck it, and then there's just been this energy of reflection and enlightenment, and it's kind of like that. The period of non communication opened the energy of enlightenment, so something had to happen the way that it had to happen. But it does feel like progression this summer. Yeah, justice. Forward movement, reconnection this summer as well. But this Four of Pentacles sitting up here at the top, it's definitely giving soul tribes. Yes, soul tribe is very specific. I feel like whoever this person is, you're connected. I don't know, your souls are literally from the same tribe, okay? Literally, okay? Yes, Ace of Cups. They're from the same tribe, all connected, okay? So it's kind of like siblings that go at it and go their separate ways, but it's like you're meant to be together this lifetime, okay? Yeah. Yeah. The sun and the star. You're definitely meant to be together this lifetime. Um and whoever this, I don't know, it definitely feels like two people that have two different set of unique gifts, and the way that they come together, it's very magical, very, very magical. But I feel like whatever this is that I'm speaking of needs to be addressed for you so that you can clear your mind of this situation and focus on something else. And whatever this something else is a part of this Ace of Cups for you also. Yes, Seven of Cups. You have a lot that there's a lot of cups that are in need of your energy at this time, but not every cup needs to be filled by you. Does that make sense? Yeah, Justice. I really hope that makes sense. Um, so Leo season for you is going to be, Leo season. Yeah, there's something very spiritual about Leo season for you. I don't know what, but just pay attention to what unfolds between now and then. I don't, whatever this is, it definitely opens your heart. And it feels like there's just a lot of love that you need, Sagittarius, that you have not received in quite some time, but someone has given it to you before. And I just feel like they're coming to give it to you again. Yeah, you see these hands. You got work to do. Magician. All right. I think that's it. Are we good? Yeah, Knight of Swords. We are good. The eagle is your spirit guide at this time, Scorpio. And just really, you know what? I won't complain. It is Sunday. I won't complain. But what I will say is that happy is not a hot as fuck type of day, okay? For the air to be out. All right, moving on. Scorpio. You have the Fates upright, Unfinished Symphony in reverse, and Higher Power upright. A Change in the Wind is on the bottom, upright. I think my tea is cold. It's lukewarm. All right, Scorpio. What is the message for Scorpio? Happier times are coming. Feels like with a change in the wind being on the bottom and with this gazebo and the way everything is like flying out of the gazebo, feels like you've been in seasons of sacrifice, detachment, release, change, heavy energy on unexpected change. But there's, with this being the number 12, after number 12 is 13, you Scorpio, It's like you've been in a cycle. Like, I'm trying to avoid saying it directly, but it's easier for me to just be direct so we can move the fuck on. But it's like you have been in a cycle of energetic death and you are moving into a cycle of rebirth, the Magician. Yeah. This is definitely giving the energy of only the strong survive. But this is, whatever this is, you've been in a very intense spiritual battle as well. Like, battle. I don't know what demons you've been fighting, but you've been dealing with something. Your heart is not as light as it used to be. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. It's not as open as it used to be either. There's something that keeps popping up in your psyche at night specifically. Also, Archangel Azrael is working with you. Look into Azrael if you don't know about her. The red flame. I hear the song Cry by Life Jennings. But I feel like you need that, or one is coming. There's about to be, it's like a final cry. This could happen at night. It's like when you do that, if there's going to be a cry, it's like a weep that you do at night. And when you rise the next day, you're going to feel the reflection of these two cards. Okay? You have a lot of pride. And I feel like that's been a part of this season of death for you. I don't know, there's something about pride. Pride and it being connected to events happening that are unexpected. There is a lesson in that for you. Okay. Scorpio. So as I say pride and the lesson, it's bringing me to, hold on, because I have like 6 different type of tea bags. But one of these tea bags, let me find it. Hold on. No. It's one of the Buddha ones. Yeah. So you only lose what you cling to. This one. Hold on. Which tea bag is this? I don't fucking know. I have 2 different types of Buddha teas, but it's either the third eye tea bag or the crown chakra. Those are the 2 types I have in there. But yeah, you only lose what you cling to. The devil. The devil fell out on top of the Nine of Swords. So something has definitely been a spiritual battle. It's being emphasized. It's like, because Unfinished Symphony in reverse, upright, it's the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. But it being reversed, it's giving you not only won the battle, but you won the war. Shit. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. You have 3 of Wands in reverse, but Ace of Swords. You not only won the battle, you also won the war. But there's something that's seeing Mr. Anderson from the Matrix. But it's like there's something that the psyche, it's not even the psyche, it's like there's something about your reality that feels like there's a new battle beginning, but that's not it. It's kind of like okay, so it's like someone, I had to pause the TV just so I can focus on the vision and get it out. But it's like someone is walking down a path, right? It just looks like just a path, like a trail type of path, and it's quiet, right? And they're walking, and it's quiet. You can hear the insects, you can hear nature. It's very very clear. You can shit probably hear yourself fucking breathe. Okay, it's just you and nature, just depending. Um, but it's like the closer that they walk, the like get down the path, it's like that feeling like something is coming, right? So again, that's that energy of feeling like you may be about to go into battle. Like I gotta be on my P's and Q's, I gotta look at my shoulder. Can't be caught slipping at this time. All right, I don't feel right, something's going on, right? So it's quiet, you're walking, right? And then you start to hear a rumble, right? Now the rumble, it could sound like thunder. Okay. Thunder represents a storm is coming, correct? Okay. But even though it may sound like thunder, right? Um, doesn't mean that it's thunder, but it could be, okay? Just could be. However, in this vision, it's not. Let's keep going. So you're hearing a rumble, right? And it's like people stomping, people clapping, people chanting. You don't know what the fuck is going on because you're by yourself on this path. So it's like you're walking towards a celebration, but not even realizing that you're walking towards a celebration. What it feels like to you is that again, you're walking towards this energy, okay? But Three of Wands in reverse, no. No, 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 that's not what's ahead. What's ahead is you won, okay? Future type of energy. But look, on the bottom, Seven of Swords, it's like, you gotta look, honey, yeah, I gotta look over my shoulders. I gotta be on my P's and Q's, okay? After the Seven of Swords is the Eight of Swords. You feel like you're about to walk into a fucking trap, okay? You think a storm is coming. You don't have no umbrella. You don't have no protection, okay? It's like, what the fuck? But Chariot in reverse, that's not what's ahead, all right? But Two of Cups upright, all right? Face to face with the victory. I hope that connected for you the way that it connected for me and express and yeah. Scorpio. Now what's interesting is it's like once you get to this celebration, you're looking for certain faces that are not in the crowd. Yeah. You're in this position of authority, but Six of Cups, you're looking for a face that's not in the crowd. All right, we can bring the music back. You have the Tower sideways. It's like you're under this impression, or the Matrix is giving you this impression that things are about to get worse for you when they're truly about to get better. But you have the Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Hold on, it's bringing me back to another. What is that? Hold on. Where is it? What you think, you become. That's the other Buddha tea. Okay, maybe you need to get into the Buddha teas. Okay, or if you are into them, start drinking some. But hold on, what did I just say? What you think, you become. Ten of Swords, what you think. So for Three of Pentacles, for a lot of you, you have been, I don't know, it's giving stability. You have 10 here. But Page of Pentacles, this is a new beginning to the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of you are used to hard work. You're used to a grind. And that lifestyle of a specific grind is ending, is changing for you. There's more leisure coming, easier to attract. And I feel like this grind, work hard, play hard type of energy is connected to the, it's a piece of the battle that you just overcome. But it's like, spiritually you're there now, physically the body has to catch up. I hear the matrix now needs to align with that energy. There's something within your root chakra that's changing. Something has destabilized to stabilize in a different way. So I'm saying like when a plant has outgrown a certain pot and then it's time to transfer to another pot to give it more space so that it can expand more, like it's that being replanted. um Different soil, different environment. Again, your root chakra is, you've been uprooted so that the roots can be embedded and planted elsewhere that's more fertile. And that fertile energy is a representation of this Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles being emphasized with the change in the wind. So if you haven't felt like you've been able to rest mentally, physically, you're about to be able to rest. If you haven't been, I don't know, there's just something that's really been just, it feels like life has been disrupted for you in some way. Your energy, death, after the 12 is the 13, the rebirth. But yeah, something has definitely been disrupted for you. But that disruption is being removed actively as we speak. Yeah, 5 of Wands, conflict. The High Priestess upright with the 3 of Cups. And then the King of Pentacles. Your intuition is heightening at this time as well. But be very careful as your intuition heightens. Because not everything is meant for the collective at this time. Hence why we're not doing 2026 incoming revelations at this time. Okay? All right. That's what I have. Love you. Proud of you. Your readings have been intense, babe. Libra. I need to go to the eye doctor. Because the contacts are blurry. Or maybe I just need to wear my glasses for a while. IDK. What is this? Libra. Imagine fell out. Upright. Been doing some daydreaming. Between worlds in reverse. Not taking action. Daydreaming, but no change. No action. To the sea. But planning, or you're planning to take action, but you're being very hush-hush about it at this time. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know how much I can say. You could be seeing 7s a lot at this time, but I really don't know how much to say. I do feel like people are cross-watching for you at this time as well. People are nervous because they don't know what's next for you, what you're going to do next. But you're about to do something. July is very significant to this energy. I really, it's like I want to feel like I have to talk to you in code. Because I do feel like people are trying to just figure out your business at this time, but it's not meant for them to know. So if you just, I'm going to read this in code, just follow me. Okay? Okay. Your desires are meant to be fulfilled. Let's start there. But this is definitely not the time to speak. This is time to plan, move accordingly, and after you've achieved, express. Not everyone that's around you, yeah, the Hierophant. Not everyone that's around you is for you. You need to truly pay attention to how people respond to you just in communication. Pay attention to the love given and the lack of love given. Pay attention to the excitement given and the lack of excitement given. You definitely got some snakes in the grass. These are people you should be able to trust, though. These are people you should be able to lean on. These are people that you should be able to count on for support. But no, the Hermit, you need to keep it to yourself. Never did the cards like that before. Sorry, that excited me. Because you know how people be having the fancy shuffles, and then like when they shuffle, they do, it's like the blowback. I kind of did that just a little bit, but the little bit counts. So Libra, the little bit counts. I almost did it again, but I didn't. So yeah, something your wishes are meant to be fulfilled. Okay. I keep saying the Two of Swords, like okay. You definitely should plan a trip though. Near some water. Yeah, Six of Swords. Definitely, you need to visit the water. Or you need to call in the rain. Your air energy so you can do it. But you are not. Let me clarify what the fuck is going on here. But Ten of Swords in reverse, Empress upright, that's you. Like, there's a change coming. What is this? Mm. Mm. It's like you feel, I don't know, for some of you it's like you feel trapped, you feel caged, you feel it's like someone is on, like always, someone is codependent on you, your energy, very attached. When I say codependent, like very attached, attached at the hip type shit. Okay. Now that you have Between Worlds in reverse with the Eight of Cups in reverse, because it's like, yes, you have a vision, right? And you're creating a plan. But with the Eight of Cups in Between Worlds, it's like someone's trying to block that. But you have the World here upright, and you are looking at me as well with this Queen of Swords. You're definitely not speaking on everything that you are aware of at this time. With this Eight of Swords, I'm focused on her blindfold. It's like gathering information, like gathering reasons as to why. It's like you're gathering validation. I don't know, validation for the move or moves that you want to make. Whether this is, walking away, staying in something, like it's giving you are Libra at this time. And your opposite Aries energy, that activation within itself of movement, is just a matter of time. I feel like this would be a good time to ask your spirit team to reveal the traps that are being set for you. This is interesting. Well, the moon is here, but it's in reverse. To reveal the traps that are being set for you or that want to be set for you. And if you ask for this to be revealed to you through dream, ask to remember it so that you can record it when you rise. If you're someone that struggles with remembering your dreams, you just need to be more intentional. Yeah, Queen of Swords, High Priestess, and the Hermit. There is the Empress came out, which is you and Taurus. But you definitely have an energy of sabotage around you. Yeah, definitely. Like 2026, especially by the time we shift into 2027, Ace of Cups, like that's what it's giving. Especially with that being an 11 year. 11 is justice. Um, but you're definitely being asked to now reveal your hand, okay? I don't give a fuck if you have a best friend. Like, don't tell them shit. Don't tell nobody nothing, nothing. Like, if you've gotten approved for something, like a new home, don't say shit until after you move in, okay? I don't know. There's a need to just, yeah, I'm ready to move on. But 10 of Cups, King of Swords, 4 of Cups. You're about to be definitely given something that you've asked for a door to open. The door is opening. Again, the month of July is very significant. I do see you outside, though. I do see you outside, um, especially this summer. But yeah, imagine it's 20 judgment. You have 2021. So yeah, the year 2021 could be significant as far as like you may have connected with someone or something significant about 2021, and whoever was around then that's around now, somebody cannot be trusted. I don't know, but 2021 is 5, so that's a change. Yeah, you have the world and the Fool. The Fool came out upright, and you have the Ace of Cups here still. So yeah, fulfillment is coming. You are worthy of it. It is definitely time. Um, but just move in silence. And if this is like someone that you live with that you are moving away from, it's like giving the energy, and not to say like I would pray you're not in a domestic violence situation, but like if you watch the movie enough with Jennifer Lopez, um, she had to be meticulous about the way she got out. So it's like some Lifetime shit. Okay, a Lifetime story. But it does feel like you are in the process of gathering information. But definitely, again, I want to emphasize, ask your spirit team to reveal the traps, because there are traps. Judgment, 2020 vision. Maybe you need to go to the eye doctor too. But 2020 was the pandemic. So yeah, 2020, 2021. If it's not 2021, it's 2020. I don't know. Something, if you had a major transition throughout those 2 years, which the entire world did, so pay attention to what changed for you. You know, some people lost everything, some people came the fuck up. But whatever those years were like for you, because I'm not saying it doesn't feel like a repeat, but it feels like there's about to be a massive change. That's what I want to emphasize. There's about to be a massive change, and it starts for you in July. Okay? Okay. I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Virgo. Yeah. Hi, Virgo. Travel. Hold on. You have blessed in reverse, to the sea upright. I don't know. I feel like blessed needs to be before to the sea. So this gives me the energy of thinking that something is barren and moving away from that energy. Could be, you know, the environment, the soil, the place. But for you, energetically, for you and your life and you and yours, it's barren. That's how I felt about Virginia for me. It was barren. But to the sea is moving away. But basically, if you look up the definition of that and what I'm trying to say is you don't feel like, you feel or felt, yeah, that something was not fruitful, it's not serving you. Again, you're not feeling blessed, which is why this is in reverse. So you are planning or are planning to move away. Yeah, time to go upright. Someone may think that they are barren and they are not, literally, when it just comes to conception. So for a lot of you, if you think you need to move, the answer is yes, which I feel like we've been talking about you moving for a couple of months now, but you need to, yes. You're having to start over though, because blessed is 22. 22 is a master number, but it gives me, with it being in reverse, it means you're going back to the 11, the master number 11. But you're having to start over, which represents to the sea, because after this is number 7, after that is the 8. So a new cycle, new environment. You're missing, actually, no, you do have the 8 with the fates being here. So if I were to put this in synchronistic order, to the sea, the fates, time to go. This is very interesting because it's giving, for some of you, it's giving regret. For most of you, I'm not getting that. But for some, it's giving like regret. But thinking something is meant to be and needing to get the fuck away from that energy. If I were to keep these cards in synchronistic order, but I keep flipping them because it didn't come out like that originally, number one. And number 2, I feel like it's a reflection of your energy. You keep going back and forth in regards to something. You have mending on the bottom. So, mending connected to faith is really wishing that or hoping that something would work out one way and it turns out being the complete opposite of your expectation. Truth be told, I feel like there's one more card and then we'll get to the tarot. Yeah, one. You're going back to the one, gang, starting over. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. It's starting to get hot in here. How many more signs? We're almost done. Half done, half to go. Virgo. You could be making a major transition in September. August and September are significant. Nine of Swords in reverse, that's positive, but the Five of Cups upright, it's not positive. Three of Cups upright. Page of Swords in reverse. The World upright. Whew. All right. Six of Wands, Death, Seven of Swords. Okay. So you haven't solidified a transition, an ending yet either. Some of you are very concerned, like if the grass is green on the other side. Spirit is saying yes. Now, if you have assistance, like help, and whatever this is, this transition, I do feel like you're very concerned about reliability. Well, I don't know why words are so hard for me today, but yeah, reliability. But didn't your last reading, like the last reading we did for you, you can do something on your own? What's the message? I don't know. I could be wrong. But I hear Heartbreak Hotel by Whitney and them. So the Three of Cups is surrounded by the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords in reverse. So if you are a parent, do you feel like hold on, let me get this right. I don't know if this is like some of you feeling like your children are disappointed in you or it's not favorable of you at this time. You could just feel like you are not doing your best as a parent at this time. People around you could be judging your parenting at this time. It's a lot of shit coming through with that. Because the Three of Cups is giving like someone thinks that you're too, I don't know why I see it in bunny ears, but free. Someone thinks you're too free. You're not present enough. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not present enough. Or it's like if you have multiple children, they're not given attention equally. So again, not present enough. I don't know. However it applies, like something is Ace of Cups in reverse. You're not doing, I don't know if this is either you feeling like this to yourself. If your children are old enough to express how they feel, this could be communication with them. But something is feeling like a lack of, something is feeling insufficient. Thank you, Spirit. Something is feeling insufficient on someone's behalf. Okay. Okay. So what I will say is, if you feel as though you can do better, you're being advised to do better. If you feel as though you are doing your best, you're being advised to continue to show up as your best. But whoever is, it's like whoever is ridiculing you, baby, these goddamn words, honey, simple words, but whatever is ridiculing you, whoever is doing this to you, you need to figure out a way to not have to deal with them. If this is your partner, you need to, honey, where there's a will, there's a way. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. With the world being here, you definitely have a way if you align with the will. But it's like you keep going back and forth. Okay. Now, this is also the energy of I know my face look crazy right now because I'm getting like someone doesn't want to break something up, but it's like a home is not even happy. Like I don't know. This is the Five of Cups is like this shit is satisfying. It's so not funny. It's not. But it's like this shit is sad as fuck. But and hold on, I just want to as a side note, it's like some of you may be staying in a situation because you think your children are happy. And with the Page of Swords, because pages represent children in reverse, no, the fuck they're not, okay? They're trying to figure out when the fuck you're gonna align with the program, Virgo. Like, I don't know, but I do know. Either way, the world, something needs to come to an end, and you are being asked to solidify a new beginning. Yeah, yeah. This is like change everything, okay? This is like new home, new number, new PO box type shit. Like this is new. Like change everything, okay? Like only be found if you want to be found, okay? This is that. Like you and I feel like you're being advised to do that to really start over in peace. It's like if you can continue what if you continue I'm not going to complicate it. What I will say is that just be mindful of what you carry from your old life into your new life, okay? Um, and that energetic linger. I hope that makes sense. With Six of Wands, it's giving that. I think it's a gospel. Hey, relax. But it's giving, yeah, victory is mine. Victory today is mine. I told Satan, let me open these blinds so I can see these birds. They be trying it when I be closing the blinds. It's like, oh, she can't see. Oh, well, let me open so I can see. Hold on. Anywho, Eight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So, and we're going to end with that. Split the deck to the Eight of Cups. So it's definitely time for you to walk away from the old and into the new. I do feel like, did I say August, September? Because you have 8-8 here. The 8-8 portal could be a significant day. Some of y'all could be moving in on that day. I don't know, something this the time frame of July 17th through August 8th. Life changing, okay? Because to the sea and the fates, 717, okay? And I just showed you the 8-8, all right? So by the time we get to October, Wheel of Fortune, it's giving that a whole new world. Like you'll be in this yang energy. Your seeds will be rooted in new places. Yeah, the star, the Nine of Swords. But you are definitely being asked to work on releasing the spirit of worry. That is a spirit, okay? Let it go. Release it. toss it. Here, throw that bitch out the window when you leave. But yeah, do that. Okay? I love you. I'm moving on to Leo. The congratulations are in order. So congratulations, Leo. September 21st could be a significant date for you, Leo. Oh, shit. Yeah, go the distance. Hold on. Fill up my cup. We got some monitoring spirits, Leo. What's new? Truly, what the fuck's new? Okay. So first card, go the distance. Observer in reverse. Milk and honey upright. Imagine upright. They landed sideways, right? I think they did. Leave it. Okay. What did I say? At first, September 21st, June 20th as well. I think that's when summer starts. This is interesting. The sun is getting brighter as I speak. Anything else for Leo? This might be it. Okay, so before we get to the tarot, I do feel like something is being closed out at this time. What? I don't know quite yet, but we're gonna figure it out. So go the distance is you are preparing to take action. You haven't done this yet, but you're definitely in the energy of preparation. You're preparing to take action. Observer in reverse with Y upright. It's like you're tired of, there's this energy, you're tired of reflecting and you want to start doing. It's like you're tired of what could be and you want to, it's like instead of being in the energy of how could it be, it's like why can't it be, you know? Did I say that right? No, not how could it be, but the energy of could it be, why can't it be? Okay, yeah, the how is what fucked it up originally. Okay, but yeah, I don't know if you're being asked to necessarily read more. Ooh, my nose is itching. Yeah, but write more, read more, express. But the why is surrounded by questions, and you are the sun, so I feel like you have the answer to something. This could be just in your story. This could be this could really be with anything. But it does feel like you have an answer. But I want to go back to how we started. So you're in the process of closing out a cycle. And I do feel like that cycle, to just simply put it, is not living to your full potential, especially with the Imagine and Milk and Honey. Now, if I recall correctly, they did land on the table face down sideways, and I flipped them upright. But I do feel like it's transition because, again, you are in the energy of preparation for. It's like instead of, could it be is Imagine, Milk and Honey is why can't it be so it is, basically. Okay. And that's another thing. You are with Milk and Honey, you could definitely be being called to take a milk and honey bath. Definitely be sweeter to yourself, or just, a sweeter life is coming versus, a life where you've always had to have strength because you are the strength card. You always had to fight for a position, a seat, whatever, fucking fight to have your own lane paved card, whatever the case may be. But it's like you're no longer gonna have to do that, especially with the rainbow being here. The rainbow comes after the storm. I also do feel like a lot of questions that you have. So yeah, you have some answers and people have some answers for you too. Now, on the bottom of the deck, you have Unfinished Symphony, Upright, TikTok in reverse, and then Yang upright. So you have a lot of dates. October 1st is a significant date too. I forgot what I was about to say before I noticed that date. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, there's, and I hear you have answers for each other. I don't know who each other are, you and somebody else. But yeah, moving on. There's something about timing that's very connected to this reading too. Because TikTok upright would be times up. But so let me clarify what cycle you're ending or closing out. That was the Six of Wands, I think. So what are they walking into? And that's what's being closed out? Oh, okay, I understand. Okay. Anything else with what they're walking into? Okay. So very interesting. What you are closing out, you have Six of Wands, which is victory, and the Hierophant. June 5th. What you're walking into is the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups upright, and the Five of Swords. So I just you feel like you're moving backwards at this time. I want to address that. But I do you there is okay, there is something that you are actively committed to at this time, Leo. Whatever this is that I'm speaking of, it is something that has brought you praise, recognition, fulfillment. it may have put you on a pedestal. Again, you may be known for something, recognized for something. But it's definitely giving. I hear that chapter is closing. I just keep hearing that chapter is closing. Hold on. Can you clarify the Five of Swords for? Okay. So with what you're walking into, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Cups upright, the Seven of Swords is sideways, and the Nine of Swords is in reverse. Okay, so you have always been expected to show up, or you have been showing up. You're either expected to show up and or you have been showing up in a certain way, right? Now this could be, it's giving what the people want, okay? Um and I want to go back to what I stated as far as like something has, you're known, it's like being known for something and doing everything that you can to maintain that title, okay? However, you're being called towards a different path. Now this different path, because the Seven of Swords, yes, it can represent deception. It could also represent keeping things close to your chest, you and clarifying the, I'm sorry, it's not even the Seven of Swords. So something is for me to say that, and it's not here because you have the Five of Swords, and not the seven. But with the Seven of Swords, it feel, again, going back to, you feel like you're moving backwards, but you have go the distance as your first card. But yes, you're moving forward, but you see it's the way this I think it's a cheetah. The cheetah, it's part of it is disintegrating, but it's changing, it's shedding, it's transforming. So, and a lot of times, you know, when we are in the midst of a shed and a transformation, basically in the thick of the void, it could seem like, you know, we are sinking deeper, which the vision is clouded as far as the light at the end of the tunnel. And literally, you know, when we come out of the tunnel, what do we expect? But I feel like for you, this new chapter of what you are walking into, it is emotionally fulfilling. Yes, you do not have to work as hard, going back to, you know, what I mentioned about always having to be in the energy of strength, and you're about, it's the energy of ease is coming because it is emotional fulfilling. But with the Five of Swords being here sideways, that I thought was the Seven of Swords, so you could think that what's ahead is deceptive, and it truly isn't. It's giving things are not as they seem. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, you're paranoid. That's what I want to say. You're fucking paranoid, okay? And not to say you're walking into an energy of paranoia, but it's kind of like, you know, I didn't do anything to lose this, so why do I have to lose it? That is the answer that you are seeking, and this path, this next path will answer that for you. I hope I'm not losing you and you understand what I'm trying to say. Um Now, I do feel like at the same time, whatever this is, you're not new to this. You're true to this. With the Page of Pentacles being in reverse, that emphasizes that you are true to something. Whatever you are walking towards, it is something that you have mastered. With Milk and Honey being here, I'm going to pull one more card from this tarot deck to see if I can get more information, more of a revelation. Um, but it's really up to spirit whether they give that to me or not. You are definitely being asked to be more open, and I feel like the lack of clarity makes you more paranoid, and that is your reflection, the reflection of faith that you have for yourself. And no, the reflection of faith that you have for yourself, as far as, you know, no matter what path you're on, we shall overcome, and spirit got you, versus you're like doomed to fucking fail. Like, maybe, I don't know, because it's giving me like forgetting who the fuck you are, okay? And if you think that something is serving you and spirit is saying no, then I can only imagine like what would be on the other side of that. And yes, I could read this as it's karma. Okay, you're about to go through some shit. Okay, but it's not giving that. Like, it's not giving. It's karma. You're about to go through some shit. It's giving. It's a transition. That is aligned with your birth chart, however your motherfucking birth chart is set up. But this is a season of surprises. But I do want to emphasize ease and leisure, and where you always had to fight and be strong. You're not about to have to do that, and that's good karma versus, bad or negative karma. But look what the fuck came out. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. So this feels very personal. Very personal. But with the Seven of Swords, keeping things close to your chest, that's crazy. It came out and it wasn't even here. But anywho. So this is all about, this is your crown chakras being highlighted. The mind and heart are not on one accord. But again, this is emotionally fulfilling, but you don't trust something. This could just be change in general. You just don't trust change. You always, it's like your initial reaction to change is resistance and fight. Resistance, fight, and or flight. But this is not that, like, you're not walking into that type of party. But it's definitely giving the energy of your thoughts become your reality, Leo. And you are the sun. And we are in the season where the sun is out longer throughout the day. More is exposed. So it's like you're the royalty. Yeah, literally. Thank you, God. Because the emperor's on the bottom. What I was about to say is like you're known as the royalty of the zodiac, but you are definitely viewing yourself as a fucking peasant. The Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords gives peasantry. Okay. But the Nine of Swords in reverse emphasizes, no need to worry, Hakuna Matata. But underneath the Emperor is the Eight of Swords, you think you are walking into a fucking trap. You are not. You are very fucking paranoid. And that energy needs to be healed, okay? You need to figure out the root of that, the moon, and heal that shit before it becomes a sabotage to your new beginning, okay? Ace of Pentacles. And what I want to say as well is I do feel like a lot of you are being stripped at this time, okay? This could be stripped of people, stripped of people. So, this could be friends, this could be coworkers, people going to do separate things in life. But again, I want to go back to the beginning as well, because it does feel like you're in this energy of you're preparing to take action, but it's like once you get into action, your thoughts and the darkness of them really has the ability to sabotage the brightness that could be. I wish I could see how, the sun is bright as hell outside right now. It's been storming for 3 days. Okay, Four of Swords. You're so many fucking swords. So you have been heavy in your opposite Aquarius energy, but in the shadow of it, not in the blending of high equilibrium of it. Okay, definitely in the fucking shadow. Worst case scenario, paranoid, fear. And I do feel like because your energy is so potent, those fears could definitely very well be playing out in your fucking reality. Okay, so if you're focused on poverty, fucking living paycheck to paycheck, shift that energy to abundance. Like, your mind is manifesting your fucking reality, and I don't think you realize the magnitude. And I do feel like Spirit has been showing you this throughout 2026, but you've been sleeping on the confirmations and the affirmations from the universe, when this is the time to truly wake up and pay attention and move around accordingly. Okay. And that brings me back to the Six of Wands and the Hierophant. So if you don't believe and if you don't have faith, it will not be. And this is in regards to anything: love, connection, being a business owner. If you do not believe and if you do not have faith, because you have, honey, if you want anybody else to do it, you gotta do it for yourself. And if you don't believe you are her, you are him when it comes to what you are putting your name on, what you are stamping, what you are producing, figure that shit the fuck out, okay? Please, expeditiously. Yeah, you are at war with nobody but yourself, Leo. Okay? Spirit is saying it's getting ridiculous. Okay? Yeah, Five of Swords flipped in reverse. Just stop resisting. Stop allowing that to be your initial reaction. And, you know, when we start to consciously change, you're going to have to consciously self-correct in real time. Do that, okay? For yourself. Don't do it for me, do it for you. It's your reality. But shit, it's mine too, because I'm a Leo, so I definitely am going to take heed. Any final message for Leo? Moving on to Cancer. It was all ones on the timer. So Leo, what kind of new beginning do you want? A prosperous one, or a failed one? That's a real ass fucking question. Strength. Do you want to fight all your damn life? You want to just Spirit says, when is it okay for us to rest? Like, literally, Spirit's asking you, when is it okay for us to rest? Okay? Maybe the ancestors are tired. They want a day of rest too. You have Strength, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. It's like, feels like, yeah, I can't get it out, but it definitely feels like your self-confidence is taking a hit because of life, just life, what you've been through. I feel like it's like you're allowing the path of your journey to be a reflection of your self-worth. But no one sees you that way but you. And if you ain't got it right now, it does not mean that you cannot get it. But this Nine of Wands and this Six of Pentacles adds to 15. 15 is the devil. So it's like, do you want this energy to be devil-like, or do you want it to be lovers-like, you know? And babe, as I tell you guys all the time, you fight against the divine, you're gonna lose every fucking time. Every fucking time. So Queen of Cups, emotional fulfillment is waiting for you. Long lasting, not fleeting, okay? It's here today, gone tomorrow type of energy, like long lasting, persevered type of emotional fulfillment. But you have to end. You have a very unhealthy cycle with sabotage. And you have a very unhealthy cycle, and no, you have a very unhealthy relationship with your lower self. And you're being asked to build a very healthy relationship with your higher self. The world. Look, the world and the Nine of Cups. Do you see it? So that's how you get to where you want to be. King of Wands, period. Thank you. Like, this is some fix your motherfucking crown type shit for real, okay? Because it's on the floor in the dirt. Get your shit together. Message to me too. Cancer. Like, this, maybe Leo needs to boss up. All right, Cancer. Hold on. Let me light this incense and bring the music back. Is that lit? Yeah. Cancer, are you ready for your birthday? It's coming soon. Thinker in reverse. Damn. Orphaned upright. Soulmates upright. Ooh, my nose is itching. Poison reverse. Go the distance upright. I don't like it. I do, but I don't. Okay, yeah, flexible. I want to address orphan and soulmates. Okay, this is what I really do not like. Okay, it's giving. Is it Pretty Willy? But looking for love in all the wrong places and becoming codependent in need. This is like taking advantage. Okay, this is like some shit. It's like, this is a probably horrible example, okay, but it's the one that came to my mind first. So it's like, you know, you and somebody are not on the same page, right? This could be friend or lover, right? But then a tragedy happens, right? And then the trash, it's like when tragedy brings people together and then they start making mistakes. That's what the fuck this is giving, okay? That's what I don't like, all right? Now, it doesn't have to be tragedy per se, but it's like, there's an advantage here and someone's taking advantage. And yeah, okay. All right, but I wanted to address that. So, where's the Carmex? It's interesting. So the soulmates card, I feel like spirit wants to be your soulmate. Like whatever soulmate you're looking for in a human, it's like God is like, look for that in me. Your ancestors are saying, seek that in me. Like your spirit team wants to connect with you in a very deep, integrated type of way to, I feel like, shield you. It's like they're wanting to shield you from this orphaned energy. But you're not allowing that. With thinker being in reverse, poised in reverse. Oh, my nose is itching. Um, think it's this is like depression. Because poised in reverse, just looking at it, it's giving, you know, feeling unattractive, um, feeling like it's too late in life, like some dark shit, okay? Um, but thinker in reverse is giving me like not even truly having a desire to change that. It's like not having the motivation isn't the word I'm looking for. Not having the drive, the willpower to, you know, you look good, you do good, you feel good, to really, you know, get back to the best version of you. It's like you want to be empowered. It's you're looking for empowerment through another person. It's kind of like, you know how, like, you know, people get empowerment through having an accountability partner, just as an example. But it's like you want this empowerment through love, and it's like you being open to that. You have to be very mindful of what you're inviting in. It's like, you know, you can, everything is attracted to the light, okay? Um, the good and the bad. So it's like it's like the energy of desperation is is like a flashing light for the bad to, ew. I hear it as incubate you as a host. Um, hmm, but yeah, um, you need to cleanse. That is just, you need to cleanse and command. Cleanse and command. Okay, Cece, you need to cleanse and command some shit and put up a shield of protection, okay? But there's no point in taking any of that advice I just gave as far as cleansing and commanding if you are going to what? If you're not going to, if you're going to allow whatever this energy is that's very dark, that's taking up space to remain. Yeah. Now, I don't know what's happening with you guys in the near the end of summer, the beginning of autumn, but there's a change. For some of you, it could be in Capricorn season. Depends. Clean it, clean it up is here. Throat chakra. I switched decks. But yeah, clean it up. You need to cleanse. You need to, something needs to be removed. I see the trucks that come and dump the dumpsters, the dump trucks. But when they come to empty the dumpsters, yeah. So it's like trash has been piled for quite some time. This energy has been piling up, or just it's been around too fucking long, okay? You have Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're about to be uprooted if you haven't been uprooted already. You have the High Priestess. The Seven of Cups. Yeah, someone is feeding you a deep illusion. Or you're, honey, feeding yourself. Either you're delusional as hell. Cancer, I almost said Capricorn. So some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn or Capricorn season. Significant. You have King of Pentacles in my lap. But there's someone is, yeah, feeding a delusion, or you're just being delusional about a situation. Like someone feeds off of your weaknesses. It gives them strength. So what is that? Energy vampire type shit? Ace of Cups. And once you realize, like, yeah, they feed off you. I don't know. It's very, I don't like it. Ugh. Like your energy is it's like you're someone's, not just, you are supply. But this lets me know that it's heavily financially, like someone, especially if like you've been going broke and somebody else been becoming rich, okay? That's who the fuck I'm talking about, all right? It's very, yeah, someone emotionally too, because you do have the Seven of Cups, and the High Priestess here, water energy, but heavy emotionally and financially. Somebody is using your weakness to take you for everything that you got. But Spirit is showing me this energy as a vampire, like they're sucking, like not literally sucking, but you get the fucking saying, okay? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. So what you gonna do? Ten of Swords. You're gonna stay in this situation. Two of Cups. Or we gonna let it go so you can have your Ten of Pentacles. That was very clear. Very straight to the point, unlike Leo. Took us a minute to get there. Okay. But yeah, that's this. Do you have anything else to say to this? It's like you are being gaslit, okay? So the high priestess, because maybe it's like you be knowing, you be putting two and two together with the Two of Pentacles, Cancer. And you seen the show Gaslit by My Husband? I think it's on Netflix or Hulu. It's on one of them. But somebody is gaslighting the fuck out of you, okay? And you're just like, oh, let's take some cups. And it's like, no, boo boo, it's not. It's sun not even shining no more, okay? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. But it could, you could be the Ace of Cups for yourself. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles, you can get your mojo back. It's like someone just been taking all of your motherfucking mojo, Cancer. And I feel like if you feel like you haven't felt yourself yet, I'm talking to you. And it doesn't have to be romantically, okay? Like this could be, honey, baby, the devil comes in all kind of forms, okay? Okay. But until you get rid of this shit, okay, you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, all right? So what are we doing, boo? What are we doing? But also with this Two of Cups and Ten of Swords, if somebody is if they was disloyal in the past, they're disloyal now. Yeah, that's what they want to say in regards to that. I hear that. So I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. Yeah, that you need to stop going back and forth, okay, and start living your best life. Okay. Death. Thank you, Spirit, King of Cups. All right. So, I mean, you've been advised on what to do. Now, are you going to do it? Free will is a thing, okay? Which makes reincarnation a thing. All right. I just want to emphasize that. Because if I'm not trying to come back to this earth ever again. Ever again. Okay. What the fuck? I feel it. But yeah, Page of Pentacles, the Moon, Two of Swords. You can definitely unstick yourself from a situation. If you are unaware of who it is, like truly, it will be revealed to you. If not by your season, before the end of your season. Okay. Yeah. Seven of Cups. It's not all of you are aware of who it is specifically, but it will be revealed to you. Three of Swords. It's time to heal. And I see the Seven of Pentacles. Oh shit. Upright. Two of Pentacles again. 7-7. It's like, Spirit can keep the lesson going if you want the lesson to continue. Or we can end it if you want the lesson to end. But it's like, if you keep trying to carry them with you, then the lesson will continue. Take that high resonance. Now you have Thinker upright. Now it's upright, huh? Something to think about. Oh, but Orphaned is in reverse. So you could definitely be seeing 444 a lot. It's interesting because Thinker is 44, but Orphaned is 5. It's like in the month of April, you were like, I'm about to do this and this and this. You were writing the vision, making it plain. And then in May, you fucking reneged. So in June, you're being asked to get back to writing the vision, making it plain and acting accordingly. Some of you could be taking a plane trip next month. But yeah, go the distance upright. That's the message, Cancer. I love when it's clear. Gemini. All right. gotta call these people. The heat in the house is rising. I have to take this hoodie off in a second. Gemini. A change in the wind in reverse. Chaos and conflict upright. Here, you need to fix what's broken. Ooh. Mm-mm. I don't know why I see the president in my mind's eye, but when I said you need to fix what's broken, I just started seeing his face. All right, but anywho, Gemini, change in wind in reverse, chaos and conflict upright. Oh shit. I know he's a Gemini. You have loyal heart, upright, observer, upright. The way that almost fell on the floor, but I caught it. Something can be saved. Something can be fixed. Yeah, something can be saved. Something can be fixed. Salvaged, that word. TikTok. That's the number 30. We have 31 days this month. So June. Yeah, June starts in Gemini season, right? Yeah. You have chop wood. Clean it up. Fix it. Why? 31. So this is May. This is June. Got it. Gemini. To be fair, that's justice. This is interesting. Anything else? Truth be told. All right. Whew. Somebody wants to be saved from, like, it's like someone wants to be rescued, saved. But no, you have the power to fix it yourself. I hear you made the mess yourself. You fix it yourself. I'm also seeing this as like someone trying to teach a child to be more self-sufficient and less codependent. I'm seeing it in that aspect as well, because you have the Three of Cups in reverse. This is the only card that came out so far, but it's next to a change in the wind in reverse. Here, Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy, we ready? But with loyal heart as well. Now I hear Deborah Cox. Nobody's supposed to be here. But loyal heart is giving me like someone was supposed to be here. Someone's supposed to come through. Someone's supposed to save you. Someone's supposed to follow. Like someone. It's giving somebody provided a way for someone to avoid accountability, and spirit is making it so someone has to take accountability. I keep hearing nobody's supposed to be here by Deborah Cox. But yeah. It's like spirit is intentionally making it so someone remains, I hear, uninvolved, and they're able to watch from a distance. But something, I'm also seeing the television though too. I don't know. I'm trying to make this more personal, but I feel like we keep going political. I'm not trying to do that. But yeah, I'm not going to try to control the narrative either. Okay, or I get chin check. All right, what else? Large chop wood here. I mean, yeah. Now, on another note, though, completely change it. There is someone watching. There is someone watching. They've been watching for a very long time. Okay. When I say a very long time, I don't know. I hear through the good, the bad, and the ugly. I really don't know how. But I do feel like, because with this chopped wood, it's a broom, it has a ribbon, but a door is opening, right? So it's kind of like, coming out of the shadows. But then it's going back political because I was just focusing on the door opening, but it's like barn doors. It's like French doors, and then I went to the Twin Towers. Okay, back to just the basics. But yeah, it does feel like someone's been watching for quite some time. But something was, and this could be like whoever has been in the shadows, something may have been, somebody may have done some fucked up shit, okay, and they got put on timeout, and instead of being able to interact, they can only watch, and it's like they don't want to just watch, they want to interact. I don't know. It's some shit, like this shit is fucking complicated, but it's not, but it is. The Eight of Cups, yeah, walking away. And that could be another thing, like thinking you can fix the mess that has been made, but it's like the damage has been done. This sounds like Capricorn, the Magician. I think it was Capricorn. The Magician is upright. So you go from the Eight of Cups to the Magician. I like that. Here, Juvenile. I like it like that. She working at that. I don't know how to act slow motion for me. The World, the Magician and the World. That's interesting. January 21st. It's Aquarius. Who is this? Gemini. Let me go back to the beginning. Hold on. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So going back to the beginning, a change in the wind in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse. It feels like you are in the season of wanting to change, but the people around you are not changing. All right. Now we're back to just Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. But yeah, um, yeah, it feels like you're in a season of wanting to change, wanting to transform, but the people around you are comfortable where they are. And I do feel like with the next card being chaos and conflict, it's like your heart is no longer resonating, your spirit is no longer resonating. It's creating more problems for you versus pleasure for you. Now, with loyal heart being followed by this energy, you are definitely in the process, Gemini, of turning your back on the past and turning your body towards the future. I hear both feet as well. Interesting. But yeah. And with the loyal heart and how these two owls are looking at each other, it's giving like where people refuse to acknowledge and see you in the past, you are going to be acknowledged and seen with who you meet. Like you don't. whatever's incoming in your life is definitely on your level, as far as where you are and where you are going, and not where you've been. I'll say it that way. Now, with chop wood being here, I do feel like you've been just cleaning house, and just preparing, like letting spirit know, letting the universe know that you are ready for new doors to be open. You're ready for new experiences. With observer being here, I do feel like spirit has been watching you, and I do feel like it's literally just a matter of time before whatever you've been calling in actually comes in. Now, with this why being here, though, I really do feel like you're questioning like why something had to become chaotic. Like it could be a particular group of people that you were around, friends, family, I don't know, but something was once working, and you're questioning like why it had to stop working. Um, and with to be fair being here, it's kind of like, no bad blood, no beef, but it's time. Literally it's time, which is why you have the Eight of Cups, the Magician in the world. Um, but the reason is it's a lack of growth, and I maybe Lord God, maybe that's the question that you're asking, like why don't you, whoever you is, as far as the people around you, why don't they want to grow with you? Why doesn't the change that you are doing and the path that you want inspire them to be aligned in whatever the case may be as well? And it's their choice to not do so. You can only respect it. And I feel like that's why there's like these cards are not truly reflecting drama, but at the same time it is, because something is broken that needs to be fixed. Okay, I'm not gonna shy away from that. Um, but to tie that into like a personal message for you, that's something that's broken that needs to be fixed. It's kind of like when the past becomes when the past is no longer sustainable. Yeah, that's it. Sustainable for you, it has to be let go so you can embrace the new. That was a bar, but that's the truth. I do feel like you're learning a lesson between authentic love and transactional love as well, especially since you're the Lover's card. I do feel like 2026 is teaching you the difference between authentic and unconditional love versus, yeah, transactional love. Anything else for Gemini? Four of Swords. You are also being asked to create, I hear clear your schedule specifically, especially through this summer. Spirit wants you to focus on balancing rest and activity. You struggle between rest and activity and the moderation of the two. But it's like, if you're always active, then when do you ever get the time to enjoy the little moments? So enjoy the little moments. Justice. It originally came out in reverse, but it wanted to be upright. So yeah, balance, moderation. Thank you. Anything else for Gemini? That's the message. Healing is coming in. But I just want, on a political level, justice is coming. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Let me stop talking. The sun in reverse. It's like, let God do God. Okay. I feel like that's another reason why we're not doing the revelations, because I do believe that, at times spirit enjoys giving tower moments. It just is what it is. It's above me. Taurus, you could be seeing 144, 1044, but yeah, 144, you could be researching the 144,000 Taurus. Yeah, this reading was definitely a distraction from my reality, so happy to be here. Blessed in reverse. Let me get up and get it. Deep knowing uprights. Not for you. All right, blessed in reverse, deep knowing upright. Not for you. In reverse. Taurus. That's interesting for your timestamps to be 144 and deep knowing to be here. You have the fates upright. Yang sideways, observer sideways. Anything else for Taurus? Here, Turn the Page by Bobby Valentino. Have a leg up. Truth be told. So you're very enlightened at this time, Taurus. You're very frustrated at this time too. When we start with blessed in reverse, that's dissatisfaction, that's frustration. That's definitely viewing things glass half empty versus half full. Just like I stated, this reading is a distraction from my reality because I told you my ear went out today. So I have to deal with that when this is over, which is why we're going almost done with this reading. But with deep knowing, though, you know exactly what needs to change to bring you fulfillment. But I do feel like their timing is a thing because you have these cards below sideways. You have Yang sideways, a leg up sideways, and Observer. Observer being sideways definitely emphasizes timing for me, for you. Now you have not for you in reverse. So you may want to get out of a situation right here, right now. Because you do, and that's interesting. I said that here and now. It's on the top at the bottom. With truth be told. But yeah, you may want to get out of a situation right here, right now, something that is unfavorable with blessed being in reverse. But Spirit is saying, yes, getting out of it is coming, is being emphasized with these cards that are on their side. But right now, you need to be in it. Okay, which is why not for you is in reverse. And with the fates, this is intended, okay, for you to be in it at this time. Now, you have Observer here, Yang, and a leg up. So I do feel like you need to take action in writing the vision and making it plain. Cancer started and then reneged. You haven't started. So start. But I also feel like you are in a part of the reason why things are unfavorable is to teach a lesson of surrender. And to always, you may be similar to me. I mean, I'm a Taurus moon, but you may be similar to me with deep knowing, like there's a meaning to everything. And yes, that is true, but mistakes are a thing too, you know? And you could be, when something is just a mistake, you could really dissect it to make it mean something, like make it more than what it is. And it's not intended to be that way. So it's shit. It's just meant to fall apart sometimes because it's time to move the fuck on. It's exhausted, okay? Nothing in this world is meant to, nothing that is physical, I'll say that, is meant to last forever. Okay, even trees that are alive for hundreds of years can end up transitioning. Shit, we came from dirt, we go back to dirt. But yeah, physical things, shit, the phone will tap out, the internet will go out. Like, this shit is temporary. Okay. And sometimes it is what it is. And I feel like that's another thing. With things that are unfavorable, it is what it is. There are seasons. And I do feel like there is this, you are, have been coming out of, are in a season of just feeling like, the odds are against you versus the favors being in your favor. But this too shall pass. Now, it will pass in 2026. I'll tell you that. But the seasons of 2026 will be different. For some, you'll start to see it this spring. For others, you'll see it this summer. For others, in the autumn. For others, when winter starts. Because you do have a leg up. Polar bears, winter. So it really just depends. Timelines are different for all of us, but timing is significant. But at the same time, even though, sometimes it just is what it is, with deep knowing, and you're a fixed sign. So things could feel unfavorable because Spirit is trying to redirect you. But you're being very bullheaded. Yeah, Spirit is definitely trying to redirect you with the Knight of Swords. A Temperance in reverse. That's that resistance. King of Pentacles. Financially, you could be struggling financially for some of you because the King of Pentacles fell out upright on top of blessed. So, you may have depleted your savings, you may have overspent, shit happens. And I feel like that should be your response. Shit happens, but at the same time, move forward responsibly, all right? Shit happens, we fuck up, we make mistakes, give yourself some fucking grace. Now, if you're doing this consistently, what is the root of the pattern? Okay. But if this is, you've done good, you've shown improve, and then it got fucked up. I mean, sometimes the shit gets fumbled, all right? But we fall down and we get up. And I love how that message came out with 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Like, the victory will be restored, okay? And this could, between June and October, 6 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. If you're disciplined. Here, we can switch that shit up real quick. It'll take time, but those time frames will be here before we know it. But the Hierophant in reverse. So yeah, there is something. Pay attention to the patterns that you're committed to, Taurus. Yeah, the Devil in reverse. But the Hierophant is in reverse, which is you, too. Some of you, if you're not having financial issues, you could be feeling spiritually disconnected because the Hierophant is on top of the fates, the stars. Some of you could feel like Spirit is displeased, too. Because you're not manifesting how you are used to manifesting. Like, things aren't coming in as quickly as they once did. But it feels like you're heavily overthinking something. I also feel like I'm speaking to a Taurus, like, you can't, it's like, all you got is you, when it comes to just support, stability. Like, you may have, friends, people you go out with, but when it comes to self-sufficiency, like, it's you versus you. But it's not you versus you. It's really, like it's you versus spirit, honestly. Because it's like, the way that you cannot carry, spirit has carried. Spirit has provided doors that you cannot see opening. Spirit is open. So here, what's the problem, Taurus? But no, seriously, it's kind of like the energy of being so spoiled, and then when there's a season where you are told no, you don't know. It's like Beyonce, the first time I said no, it's like I never said yes. But I do feel like every one of you have exactly what you need, and you're just so focused on your wants. And maybe that's what needs to, you need to make plain, make clear. You need to write down. But your needs have always been met. And there's a need to have more gratitude for that. And have more fun, okay? And if you started to have fun, keep up the good work. Because life is, baby, you got to make fun of this shit, all right? If not, honey, you're going to die of stress and fucking misery. And our ancestors don't deserve that, okay? We don't either. You have the Page of Cups that came out in reverse with the Two of Pentacles upright. When it comes to business, a lot of you are thinking of going in a different direction. What's the advice? Queen of Wands. I feel like you should stand your ground with something. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, you could just, honestly, babe, it's giving, a lot of you could just be having a season of drought. It could be drought season. Okay, you may want to listen to the Lil Wayne drought albums. Okay, I don't know, but it's just, I want to emphasize it's a season. And this could just be, spring. Or this could be, you could have been dealing with this since winter of last year. But I'm looking at the fates, and I just feel like the stars, wherever you feel like the stars have been neglecting you, they're about to be shining for you. Okay. Hi. And you really need to like dust your shoulders off. Okay. I hear Jay-Z, if you're feeling like a pimp, you need to dust your shoulders off, but you do, and fucking relax. Now, the world and justice in reverse. Clarify so we can move a close. Ace of Cups, the Emperor in reverse. You're definitely more powerful than you give yourself credit for. With justice in the world and the Emperor being reversed, because I looked at deep knowing. With that being said, you need, I don't know, some of you have a background, like you've, abuse is a theme. Abuse is something that's not foreign to you, whether physically, emotionally, verbally. And I feel like you need to pay attention to connections that you have that abuse you. This could be at work, this could be at home. But you're very comfortable with something that's not okay, which is why blessed is in reverse with um not for you in reverse. Like something is not okay and you're accepting it and you're giving it reasons and excuses. If you are, and that's another thing. If you are in a situation, because I don't know, the self abuse is coming up too. And, it's like forcing yourself to suffer. in ways where God did not say you had to. But due to the abuse, it's like when the prey becomes the predator, but to yourself. This is deep. Maybe talk to somebody, okay? I just feel like you need someone to listen to you, to hear you, to receive you. And I feel like once that's done, you're able to truly like step out in the world, but you need to be seen and heard in a way that you have not been seen and heard in a long time. And you need to be embraced like by love. Deep shit. All right, I'm gonna move on to Aries. Maybe if you got a Taurus friend around you, they need a hug. Just need to be told it's gonna be okay. Don't ask them no questions. They just need to know that, okay? All right. Aries. Last but not least. Aries, we're gonna start with you. Well, not for June. For June, we're gonna start with Gemini, but the next all signs after that will be time to go fork in the road. Aries. You know you need to go, you know you need to make a move, but it's like, what move do I make? What direction? Some of you, it's like you made a move without a plan. I see that here too. Yeah, by the book. I don't know if it wants to be reversed sideways, but it's like you took action but without a plan, and now it's like, where do you go from here? Soulmates. Clean it up in reverse. Some of you committed to something that you're trying to get out of. This could be a contract. This could be a lease. I don't know. This could be a job. This could be a trip, a proposal. I don't know. But you don't want to follow through. Or you think something is not a wise decision. Yeah, the fates in reverse. All right, anything else? A leg up in reverse. The only thing you have upright is time to go, fork in the road, and soulmates. This is also giving, you should start, if you're looking for love, you should start dating outside your comfort zone. Location as well. Honey, the love of your life may be somewhere else in the world. See that here too. All right, Aries, what's going on here? But I do want to emphasize, you definitely know it's time to go. You have options, but you're unclear on what the best option is. And I feel like you are looking for so many signs and symbols, and Spirit is saying, follow me. You're like, follow you where? Just follow. So after you're at the 12th sign, what I am getting just collectively out of all of these signs is that whatever is about to happen in the world, our faith is going to be tested like a motherfucker, okay? That's all I got. Collectively. Aries. Because I said collectively and that came out. All right, Aries. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Right. 3 of Wands upright. The Star upright. Aries. Justice in reverse. Four of Swords upright, I think. Yeah. Ten of Swords. There's blind justice coming. That's really dark, Spirit. You want me to say it? Okay, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna show you these cards, and you could probably put two and two together. Okay. But Justice in reverse, Four of Swords. Can you put two and two together? Okay, great. If not, don't worry about it. But Emperor, you're on the bottom. Anything else for Aries? Options. Options. You got options, babe. Party next door type vibes. Somebody that live next door to you may want to make you an option. Side note, you have soulmates here. But yeah, so as we said a few times, it's time for a change. But where do we go from here? Again, you're definitely being led by faith and not by sight at this time. You're definitely being asked to explore your options as well. So this could be with the home, jobs, cars, like explore your options and then weigh out what's best for you. With soulmates here and clean it up, I feel like you're walking into a very unconventional type of path. And I don't know, because clean it up in reverse it's just giving me embrace the new. But it's looking at soulmates because surrounding soulmates is by the book sideways and clean it up in reverse. Yeah, this could be, yeah, something about you, your next phase of life, it's people you're about to meet, your partner. It's very unconventional, out of the norm, out of the ordinary too. As I look at a fork in the road and soulmates, you have message in a bottle in reverse as well. So it's like I'm seeing, when we ask the universal question, we always get an answer. Whether we receive that answer, acknowledge it or not, that's another conversation, but we always get an answer. But I'm seeing your answer be delivered to you in a package. For some, it's like to your door. For others, it's in your mailbox. But it's like the package. For some, it confirms a location, somewhere you need to visit. I don't know. Something about a package brings clarity in regards to something. I don't think all of you, but it's for some of you. This is like, can y'all hear me? Are we reconnected? Somebody let me know. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Thank you for the thumb up. Okay. Um. Damn. Oh, as I was saying, holding up the card. So upright, this would be moving towards something, but in reverse, it's coming towards you. So yeah, the package coming towards is confirmation for some. But also, you have the face here in reverse too. So this is giving me like, you know how they say in order to be a master of something, you have to put in 10,000 hours. But this is like being a master and having to do 10% of that time versus the average. Um, Again, heavy energy on unconventional, out of the norm, out of the ordinary, unexpected. feels miracle type like, but in a way, it's like for people that don't understand the connection that you may have with your spirit team, it would be like a foreign language, but those that understand the language are aware, if that makes sense. Um, yeah. And with Wheel of Fortune, Three of Wands, and the Star, like it's like setting your sights on a specific course. But I do feel like this is just throughout 2026. Like you have specific goals, intentions, like if you haven't started to act on those, that time is approaching for you to do so. But with this, the Ten of Swords upright, the Justice in reverse, and the Four of Swords upright, is that this is karma. But I feel like everyone has a karmic signature, and if you are aware of your karmic signature, meaning like if how do I say this? When we are wronged, we are not always made aware of how spirit justifies that, right? But I feel like there's about to be a certain cycle or certain pattern that comes to your realization. And this could be a reflection of, like, spirit bringing the information towards you with that package at your door. That could be a reflection, an example of that. But it's like bringing to the awareness. I feel like it's like spirit is showing you your power in ways where people say that you are weak. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And I feel like it's being reflected through, it's like people think that they can just treat you, talk to you, just do anything, just any kind of way with no consequences, no repercussions, no justice served. And you're about to see how justice is served, okay? What your karmic signature is. There's so much more I want to say, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna just generalize. I want to be more specific, but I'm gonna generalize it. Yeah, Ace of Cups. All right. Anything else for Aries? Now going back to the soulmates, though. Can you clarify that? Because that's Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, you are a master at something already. You could definitely meet, like, this is like connecting through work, connect with someone through work that ends up being a lifelong friend or partner, romantic partner. But there is something that you are meant to do. And that's another thing, like when it comes to your field, whether this is something you do personally, for yourself, well, shit, personally or professionally, there's a field that you are very involved in currently. And I feel like you may be exhausted with that and wanting a change, but something is you're in your purpose. You're definitely in your purpose. But that's about to expand in a very unconventional way. That's the word for you, unconventional. Different signs have had their specific words, and yours is unconventional. Yeah, strength, Leo. But I feel like the way this line is next to her, there's a chain around the crown, but I feel like it's not needed. It's not needed. It's like the line is there. It's like her guard dog. No disrespect to the lion, okay? But literally, if she's calm, the lion is calm. If she's rowdy, the lion is rowdy. But the lion is a form of protection for her. But I feel like it's a representation of the karmic signature as well. Yeah. Anything else? That is it. Damn, I didn't even do your timestamp. So yeah, you may think it's time to give something up, Aries. It's not. But I will clarify your timestamp. All right, are we good? Final message, please. Eight of Cups in reverse. It's not time to walk away from something yet. But again, it feels like, you know, something you're doing professionally or even through passion. And yeah, you may not be getting the results that you want, which is why you feel like you need to walk away. But Spirit is saying no. Eight of Cups in reverse, Orphaned in reverse. You're meant to be here. Expand on the vision and then regenerate it, okay? And connect with your community in the process. So you're not taking full advantage of something in the way that you could, which is why it's not expanding the way that you want it to. But once you start to, I hear you'll fall in love with it again. Soulmates! Makes sense. Now it's starting to connect. Six of Swords. Then we can move forward. All right. I think we're good now. Yes, we are good now. Seven of Pentacles. All right. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Let me call maintenance and get some air up in my house and eat some food. I will see y'all next Sunday. Next Sunday is the 31st for June, because June is on Monday. But yeah, love you. I will have the timestamps posted in the next 10 minutes or so. Bye. Have an amazing week.